viewers, my name is Charis and welcome to my channel! Today we're going to be talking about theater words that every aspiring actor should know, and if you aren't, now you know something you didn't know. It's amazing. You've accomplished the day. Alright, so I've got a list of 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. So this is 15 theater words that you should absolutely know. So if you guys do not already subscribe to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. All right, number 1, blocking. So blocking is your movement on the stage. So when we say we're having a blocking rehearsal, this means that you're learning where you're going to be moving. On this line, you move to the desk and you sit down, right? Because we can like improvise everything, but like everybody kind of needs to know where you're going. Some directors are different where they like have very strict blocking. They're like, I want you here at this time, if not. And other people are like, all right, so then you're gonna kind of move to this part of the stage, then you're kind of move to this part of the stage, and stuff like that. Blocking is your movement on the stage. I've heard that it was coined this because directors used to use miniatures of the stage and they would represent the actors by using little blocks that they would move around. Sometimes people are way confusing when they explain this. Stage left and stage right. Okay, so the rule is, if you're on the stage, I am on the stage, you're watching me on the stage, right? My right is stage right. My left is stage left. But when you're sitting in the audience, if you're a director in the audience, it's house right and house left, right? So when you're talking about the house, if you're in the house, I'm sitting in the house, you're on stage. If I'm in the house, my right is right and my left is left. Okay? But if you are on stage, it is your right. If you are the actor, you are correct. If you are the actor, you are right. So your right is right and your left is stage left. Learning about blocking, we are saying, hey, on this line, you move stage right to the desk. You move stage left to the chair. So things like that. So we've got downstage and upstage. Okay, so the reason why this is, we used to have stages that were tilted like this, at a angle like this. And so when you were closer to the audience, closer to you, right? Closer to the audience, I am downstage because I am literally down, right? Long time ago. The stages aren't like this anymore. But when I'm going up, I am upstage because I am literally up. So if you're in the audience, and I am on stage, right? If I'm closer to you, I am downstage. But if I'm further away, then I am upstage, okay? Then we've got something called an off-book date. So an off-book date means that when you come to this rehearsal, you need to know your lines. They can say like, off-book for scene 1, scene 2, off-book for act 1, act 2. Whenever you're having those off-book dates, that means that you need to be able to do it without the script in your hand, right? Because when you're having rehearsal, wherefore art thou, Romeo? You know what I'm saying? And so then, I had to think of something that wasn't copyrighted. But if you are on your off-book date, you have to go, wherefore art thou, Romeo, right? So you can't have your script in your hand. A lot of people, I feel like, should know this and don't know this. So you can ask for assistance by saying line, not by saying, oh, I knew this, or no, you say line, and you can and then the stage manager gives you your line, and you go, okay, yes, blah, 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 wherefore art thou, Romeo. Off-book dates are the most terrifying days to me because it's the first day not having your training wheels, right? It's the first day that you gotta be like, and this is my theater advice for you. Theater advice. Try to be off-book before your off-book date. And if you know that you're not gonna be off-book for your off-book date, best get to studying, man. You best get to studying. Your stage manager is gonna be like, listen, I know. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have it word perfect. That doesn't mean you don't need to call line, because you can. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? She's the sun. She is the sun. Actually something, here's an ambulance. Why y'all? Okay. All right, so a preview. A preview is when you preview it. Typically it is a time when people come to see the show, and this is when the director or the production team is trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and that's in a professional setting. So if you're on Broadway and you're in the preview, okay, that preview can last weeks, right? So you could be in rehearsal for 6 weeks or whatever for a musical. They can do the preview and then go back into rehearsal and change a bunch of stuff from the feedback they've had from the preview, or from what they think doesn't work, what works, what doesn't work. There's lots of controversy about like things that people cut in the preview that people feel like they shouldn't have cut, or blah, 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 blah. And you're just like, who saw your preview? Like, this sucks. If you're doing community theater, or if you're doing a smaller market preview, for professional theater, or for school, it's normally like one day, and you can like invite your friends and family to come see it, just so that everybody gets used to like where the laughs are gonna be, or where the beats are, or like the energy from the audience, so you can get ready for that, and things like that. I have a pen, and I'm gonna constantly be clicking it. Then we've got Tech Week. So Tech Week, my college used to call it Hell Week. I don't know if other people used to call it that. Tech Week is a week of rehearsal that everybody puts in all the technical aspects. So this is when everyone's messing with the real set. Like, you might have the real set before Tech Week, but this is when a lot of people are putting their final touches on the set. You're doing lights, you're doing sound, you're doing all of the technical people backstage, you're doing all the costume changes, you're doing all of those things. Making sure everybody has every single prop they're going to be needing. You're doing all of that stuff. So by the time Tech Week happens, everything as far as rehearsal wise should be set. We've got pickup rehearsal. So a pickup rehearsal is, so if you have like a show where you're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And they're like, hey, we're gonna do a pickup rehearsal on Wednesdays because you haven't been doing the show for 3 days. I've noticed that in professional environments, pickup rehearsals are really less likely because people are like, I don't want to go there. If you're on Broadway, like, because everybody's like, oh, what do they do on Broadway? Like, it is a business. They are doing it to make money. It is a business, you know, for profit. You know what I'm saying? It is a machine, right? So if they are not doing a pickup rehearsal, it's because they believe that their employees are going to be able to do the thing that they're doing 8 days a week, even if they just went on vacation for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to have a pickup rehearsal where they bring everybody back in just because you decided you want to go to Bora Bora. You know what I mean? We have an understudy. So an understudy is somebody who is understudying the part. Okay, so say that you're doing a show like Legally Blonde, right? And you're saying, I'm the understudy for Elle Woods, the main girl in Legally Blonde. That is someone else's part, like someone else generally plays Elle Woods. But if that person can't do it, or if that person goes to Bora Bora for 2 weeks, then you are playing Elle Woods for that time. If she gets sick, if her voice gives out, if whatever, she hurts her ankle, you are playing Elle Woods, okay? That's an understudy. The understudy generally has another part in the show, so that way they're not just like sitting around like waiting to just be Elle Woods. They'll be like sorority girl number 5. I don't know why I said sorority girl. Sorority girl. I can't say sorority girl. Then there's something called a swing. So a swing is somebody who plays multiple parts in the show. So they could be Elle Woods. They could be Vivian. They could be a sorority girl number 5. They could be a cheerleader 7. You know what I'm saying? And those are all the parts that swing knows. Okay, so that swing knows all those parts. So if any of those people go out, or if they need like the understudy can't because they're doing this, then they would play Elle. The show must go on, right? Is the saying. And on Broadway, when people have bought big money tickets and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, it absolutely must go on. Right? They aren't going to cancel it just because somebody has a cough. You know what I'm saying? The hardest job on Broadway is a Broadway swing. It's the hardest job. Obviously, I've never done it. I've never been a swing for anything. Sounds terrifying. Sounds so scary. So your call time. This should make sense, I feel like, I don't know if this is used for other things. I know call time is used for film. But call time is when you're supposed to be there. The show starts at 7, the house might open at 6:30. Your call time might be an hour before the house opens, 30 minutes before the house opens. Again, another thing that I don't think a lot of people know, that should know, that it seems like they should know what a call time is, but they don't know because they're not there on time. So obviously, they must not know. Don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people. Stage managers will remember you. Find your light. So find your light means find your light. So we've got all of these lights like towards us, right? And the fun thing about theater lights is that they're hot. When you find your light, you might think that you're in your light. You look down and like parts of you are illuminated. The way that you find your light is you like step into it and you feel like the warmth on your face and you know that you're in your light. There's a lot of really great actors who can't find their light. I wish I could insert the photo of me dying on stage one time and not being in my light, and there's like this beautiful like spotlight and I am not in the spotlight. It wasn't my fault because I was dying. I was dead. Cue, or your cue line. So cue basically means what the other person says, that means that you say something. Like a cue line would be like, what did you have for lunch? I had soup. What did you have for lunch is the cue line. Your line is I had soup. So if somebody's like, hey, give me my cue line, it's what did you have for lunch, right? So when you're memorizing lines, it's important not just for you to know your own lines, it's important for you to know what someone else says that makes you say what you said. If you just know that your line is, oh, I had soup, then you're just waiting like, I had soup. And someone hasn't even asked you what it is that you had for lunch, and it doesn't make sense. Tips and tricks for the biz. This has been a fun video. I liked this. Obviously, there's a lot of other theater words. If you guys do not already subscribe to me, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get a notification every single time I post a new video. And if you know some more theater terms, please drop them in the comments, and I might make a part 2 of this if y'all like this one. So you guys have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever it is that you are in the world. You're loved by me. I will see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Like my train of thought is very like,
You know what I'm saying?
okay, let's hope that nothing falls over. That would suck. That would suck if things fell over.